Dunnet Head, the most northerly point of the UK mainland. The island you see behind me, if you can see it off in the distance, is the island of Hoy, which forms part of the Orkneys. Just around the back of the island of Hoy is Scapa Flow, the famous naval base where the German fleet was scuppered at the end of the war. Around me now, I'll take you around. This is the remnants of the old RAF listening station. And this is John O'Groats, the most northerly town on the British Isles, and the start of the big drive.
I'm John.
John.
I'm Craig.
Craig.
I'm Alexander.
Alexander. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the saviours of the charity van man. Without these guys, this trip would not be happening, because like an idiot, I've just got myself stuck under the sign. And these chaps have rescued them. So a big up to these guys. Hey! Thank you.
Don't bother me.
Did everything go well, Doggy D, with the filming? Yes, Hector, everything went fine. Nothing out of the ordinary? No, everything went smoothly. Now, let's get on our way.
Thanks, guys.
And who, pray tell, are those gentlemen? Oh, just some guys. We had a chat, you know, at the signpost. Oh, come on, Doggy D, we saw you. It was us that barked for them to come and help you. You're right. I shouldn't have tried to hide it. And thank you, that was very kind of you. No, Doggy D, there's no need to thank us. And he suddenly looked very serious, and he cleared his throat. Edgar's interesting fact. It is the duty of every doggo to look after his favourite humies at all times. Hear, hear. And it is the duty and pleasure of every humie to look after his two favourite doggos at all times too. Hooray! Are we nearly there yet? Mostly all times. Doggy D, can I do an interesting fact? Of course you can, if you've got one. And he suddenly cleared his throat. Gerald's interesting fact. Scottish Autism established New Struan School over 35 years ago. It's a day or residential school for pupils between the ages of 5 and 19 years and welcomes people from across the United Kingdom. Gerald, that was brilliant. Oh yes, absolutely fantastic, old boy. Do you really think so? I poodled it. That's the doggy search engine. They've got fantastic YouTube videos, you know. You have surpassed yourself. Oh, thanks, Eggy. Now, what about this one? The MS Trust have a search facility on their website that allows you to check for services in your area with a simple postcode input. Wow, that's useful. Come on, Doggy D, your turn. Well, I don't know if I've... Oh, come on, Doggy D. Yes, don't let the site down. All right. In the 1980s, the European courts awarded Equity a large sum of money in recompense because in the 60s and 70s European television companies had been using British television shows without paying any royalties. But by then it was impossible to divide the money up, so they started a trust fund for all performers. Good golly, it's like a spy thriller. What do you say, Gerald? Doggy D, I need a wee. Doggy D, I need a wee. Doggy D, I need a... Ooh, Gerald, please. Actually, Doggy D, so do I. Okay, guys. Off we go. We're on the road again. We're travelling down the road again. Oh yes, rather good. We're on the road again. Travelling down the road again. Keith Castle was built on the site of an earlier fort in the late 16th or early 17th century by George Sinclair, 5th Earl of Caithness, 1582 to 1643. That's very old, isn't it, Doggy D? Relatively speaking. Well, I suppose it is. Yes, it is old. There's a rich and varied history all throughout the Highlands. Lots for us to see. Hey! Scambo-lee-bo-lee-bo-lee-bo-lee-bo-lee-bo, scambo-lee. The song's finished. We're nearly at the end of this section. What's the song called, Doggy D? It's called Farranby Maheen. It's a Gaelic song. It means, where I am, that's where my hope will be too. Well, I hope Doggy D's going to crack open the dog biscuits. Oh, Gerald.